Look what I just found. Looks like the days are numbered for these tires. On my way to Lewisville, Texas, back up near Dallas. I'm going to spend the weekend with Jason West, also known as Jeepin Outfitters. I'm going to spend the weekend at Jason's, and we're going to install a 3.5-inch AEV suspension lift on my Jeep. So that's going to be really exciting. Saturday morning at Jason and Jennifer West's house in Lewisville, Texas. Camped out in the driveway. They have a beautiful property. I got these really cool emblems from Mountain State Overland that I can put on my Jeep. I haven't decided where yet, but they show all the places that I've traveled so far in my adventure. These are very, very cool. Alright, at Jason's, Jeepin Outfitters, doing some unboxing. Looks like bump stop extensions for the AEV suspension. Oh yeah. Coil springs. Nice. Fronts, I guess. Terraflex rear 1-inch spring spacers, just to give it that added boost for the load I have in the back. More coil springs, geometry brackets, fasteners. Got it. Front of the Jeep is coming together with an AEV 3.5-inch dual sport suspension. Saturday afternoon at Jason West's house. Hey Jason. Alright, AEV 3.5-inch suspension is just about done in the front. It is done, I should say. Had to install wheel spacers for the stock wheels. Necessary evil. Bilstein shocks, new springs, sway bar end links, old manual move steering stabilizer. Bracketry that changes the arm geometry, and looks good. Looks good. Can't wait to give it a try. Jeez. There it is. 3.5-inch lift is done. In the front. It's Jason and Big Red in the background.
Oh yeah, it's just barely.
Yep. We're gonna start working on the back tonight, but the weather is starting to rain, the temperature drops, so that might be it for today. So I have a jack base now.
Yes.
Yes.
It's pretty nifty. I like it.
I like it.
Used mine, but
I like it too.
I had it.
Taking a close look at my tires, I have a puncture there, a puncture there, and and a nail there. That's all we found so far. Remarkably, none of the tires are losing air. Down on the ground, first time. We got the front done, back done. Obviously, those tires will be replaced probably sooner than later, but it is an entirely different Jeep. Alright, it's May 1st. I'm going to use one of these fancy things for the first time since mid-March. Very, very cool. Very excited. Monday, May 1st. I'm still at Jason's. We're doing some fine tuning and just a couple of odds and ends with the suspension still. I was out driving it today and it was fantastic. So things are looking really good. I'm gonna start traveling again tomorrow morning, but oh, look at this. I got a thing from ARB. I'm in Jason West's garage. Jason West is an old friend that I've known for about almost 20 years now, and I've known him this whole time on the internet. Only this weekend have we met for the very first time. So I don't know, it's kind of surreal, but anyway, Jason runs a couple websites, but one of his main websites is Jeepin Outfitters. And can you tell me a little bit about that, Jason, and what you do? Of course I know, but tell the camera.
Yeah. So it kind of started as an offshoot from Jeepin.com, which was sort of a blog before blogs were a thing. And we were just doing trip reports and product reviews and stuff like that. And eventually it kind of got to be like, hey, instead of sending everybody to all these other companies that we were doing reviews for and stuff, why don't we start selling those parts?
Yeah.
And so that was kind of how Jeepin Outfitters got started. And because we knew some of the people that owned these businesses and stuff, so we sort of had some contacts in the industry and stuff, and so that got started, and we started up the website, and that was back in December of 2002. So we've been doing it a while, and been running the website and selling parts for Jeeps and mostly XJs, and doing some TJs and JK stuff.
Here you see his Jeep Big Red. It's a 96 Jeep Cherokee.
95.
95 that he's had since it was new.
Yes.
And that's really remarkable. Now it's like a garage fixture. It could become a planner. But you're keeping it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. No plans to get rid of it.
So Big Red, in a lot of ways, was your inspiration for everything that you do online.
Yeah. That's what got it started. That's actually what got me into computer engineering and web design and all that stuff. And so that's really kind of what started the website way back in 96, 97 when I started getting into web design. I actually ended up changing my major in college as a result of all that stuff. And it eventually brought me to Texas and introduced me to my wife and started a business. And
your wife was very badass.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like her.
Well, you guys have been very, very hospitable this weekend, and I owe you a world of thanks for all your help with my Jeep. So,
it's been my pleasure, man. It's been great to finally meet you after,
almost 20 years.
Yeah, knowing you, talking to you almost every day via chat or social
When I said
whatever.
we've been friends online, I wasn't kidding. I mean, we literally just chatted up about everything for years on end. So, this is awesome to finally meet a friend. I am at Miller Muffler in Lewisville, Texas, and Jason and I ran into an issue with the exhaust spacer kit. to prevent the front drive shaft from collapsing into the front exhaust when I flex the suspension. There's just too much rust. We were on the verge of breaking some bolt heads, so decided that it would be best to come to an exhaust shop, and hopefully these guys can help me. All right, Miller Muffler. They took care of me. It did a great job installing the exhaust spacer. Where is it? There it is. So I am good to go. A little frustrated at the moment. It is Tuesday night. I'm in Lewisville, Texas, and this morning I got the Jeep all fixed up. The exhaust, we're ready to rock. We're ready to hit the road. We're ready to wheel. It has its new suspension on it. Good to go. But I'm also expecting a package at Jason's house in Lewisville, and I checked FedEx tracking before I left, and it was supposed to arrive today. So this morning I wanted to leave, and instead I've just been waiting around all day for this package that has not shown up yet. Basically, if I don't get this package today, I'm not getting this package, and I have to figure out an alternate plan. But I was really looking forward to hitting the road this morning, and it's now getting into the evening. I'll give FedEx a couple more hours. All right, FedEx came. I'm just going to go ahead and take this off of Jason's doorstep. Really dramatic sky heading west in Texas, west of Abilene at 7 a.m. West Texas, making coffee at a rest stop. I spent the night at a truck stop in Abilene. Slept pretty well, but I need my coffee. Heading westward toward New Mexico. Just rolling into Roswell, New Mexico for the very first time. Made a big westward push today. Starting last night from Dallas, and ending today in Roswell. It's about an 8-hour drive. I am looking for food, and then I need to find a coffee shop and buckle down and do some work today. Did a lot of traveling, have to make up some time. Alright, it's Wednesday night in New Mexico. I'm at Mescalero Sands OHV area, and I believe I'm going to camp here tonight. Day use, $3 single person. Camping fees are included in the day use fees. So I think it's also free dispersed camping in the backcountry. Shoot, I'm not sure, but I think I remember seeing that online. Either way. But I feel like I am properly out west now that I'm in New Mexico. I don't know where to go. The problem is I want to go everywhere. Where does this trail go? Where does that trail go? All right. I do believe this will do for the night. I need onboard air. So I went back up, I went to Dallas, and Jason and I installed the suspension. AEV 3.5-inch dual sport with Bilstein shocks. And it's been fantastic. It's super smooth on the highway. The installation of the suspension itself was time consuming, but there were no major issues. There was a little bit of difficulty with the exhaust spacer kit. You have to space the exhaust so that when the front drive shaft drops, it doesn't hit the front crossover pipe. I had a lot of rust from being in the Northeast, so I had to take it to an exhaust shop. I put in Terra 1.25-inch wheel spacers, which work fine with these Rubicon wheels, and also a TerraFlex 1-inch rear coil spacer, just to give me some extra support for the load that I'm carrying. I think it was a good call. Still a little high in the front, but that's because I've got nothing, like no aftermarket bumper, no winch. But it looks good. It looks really good, and it's smooth as silk on the highway. I can't recommend it enough. Great suspension. Tires, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I was thinking about BFG all-terrain 35-inch, but I'm considering other options. I kind of liked my the Coopers that I had on the Cherokee before this. What else? So after Dallas, I hightailed it to New Mexico because I want to sync up with Overland Expo West. I don't really go out of my way for events, but this one's really close to my route, so I really want to hit it. Meet a lot of people, and it looks like a good time. It's kind of like a milestone for this journey. So I pushed to Roswell, New Mexico. I went into town today and did some work at a really cool coffee shop called Stellar Coffee. And then I came out here to the dunes to find a place to camp. And this is a beautiful area. My only regret is I wish I had onboard air, because I had to bring the tire pressure down pretty low to have confidence in this pretty soft sand. But it's all good. It's all good. I'll just take my time back to town, which is only 30 minutes away. And yeah, so tomorrow's Thursday, and I'll be wrapping up my video for the week, and then Friday I'd like to push further west. I just can't get enough of this setting. This is so stunning. I have the camera over there set up on the tripod, trying to get some decent photos to the west as the sun sets. Just chilling in the dunes. I love the wide open spaces here, and I've really only just scratched the surface of this part of the country. It's so quiet. There's a little bit of a breeze. There's some birds. sun's out. Looks like a half moon. Straight up. There it is. Wow, you know that, excuse me. You know that campsite that I was just at? Well, it got dark out, so I'm like, okay, it's getting a little cool. I'll get inside the camper. And then very, very suddenly, a windstorm blowing a ton of sand. I mean, really, really bad. I think I managed to close up the camper and seal up my gear fast enough, but I'm not sure what to do. Sunrise in New Mexico. Over the dunes. In a sort of emergency last night, I had to relocate from my beautiful spot on the sand dune down to the parking lot. The wind came up so suddenly that it was hitting the Jeep sideways. The camper was contorting in a weird way. I think mostly because of the kayak on top acting as a sail. So I thought that it would be better to relocate to go to a safer place for my equipment. I'm bummed out though because it was really, really beautiful and still at first. I was hoping to do some stargazing, but that didn't happen. Still, parking lot or no, this OHV area is just fantastic. Time to go back in town, find some coffee, find a gas station to air up at, get some work done, and decide where I'm going to spend tomorrow night. Or not tomorrow night, tonight. It's still early, cut me some slack. I really need coffee. This air pump accepted Apple Pay. I prefer free, but I thought that was kind of cool anyway. Just checked out Discount Tire in Roswell, New Mexico. Going to be in need for tires really soon, and I'm not sure what I want, to be honest. The 315/70/17 BF Goodrich ATKO is very similar to a 35/12/50. It's a little bit shorter and a little bit wider, but it's minuscule, and it's available in a load range C, which is really nice for the Jeep. There's that version in an E, and there's also the 35/12/50 BFG ATKO2, which is load range E, and it's a little bit narrower, but when I say a little bit, I'm talking about like just a hair. Another size that has me really curious, it's a little bit small, is the 285/75. I'm eyeballing the Cooper Discoverer AT3, which I had before on the Cherokee, and I really love that tire. I loved it a lot, and it'd be kind of nice to have that on this. I can't find that anywhere either, so I don't know. I am just going to take my time and think about this.